Okay, so let me go back here. What I just missed was the whole, it's going to be half an hour long and multiple choice on device, written on paper. This is the link where you can find all the handouts if you kind of lost track of where your physical handout is, okay? Or you were absent that day. So if you look at this handout here, remember the part about talking about where are protons, neutrons, electrons, what are their symbols, where are the charges, okay? Make sure you will be provided a periodic table. You'll be provided pretty much the same periodic table that you have that is in orange, okay? So in this case, you make sure you know how to use them, make sure you know the names, make sure you know those two numbers. The big number is atomic mass, the smaller number is atomic number, okay? Make sure you know how to draw Bohr-Rutherford diagram. Make sure you know how to draw Bohr-Rutherford diagram. On the Bohr-Rutherford diagram, needless to say, you will have a question of it in the written section. So you will be prepared to draw a Bohr-Rutherford diagram. However, you also could have Bohr-Rutherford diagram questions on multiple choice. And if you have multiple choice question, oh, I shouldn't say if. When you have multiple choice question about Bohr-Rutherford diagram, sometimes I could ask you like, okay, so I have this element and it has electron arrangement like 2, 8, and 1. Which of these elements could it be? So you should be able to say, oh, 2, 8, and 1 means the first shell have 2 electrons, second shell have 8, and the other shell have 1. So in this case, a total of 11 electrons, so it should be a sodium. Okay, sodium, right? So kind of be prepared to have something like that. Any questions so far? I will also ask you questions about ions, okay? Ions. So where's the names of formula worksheet? Oh yeah, the ions one, it was a handwritten note. So the ions one was a handwritten note that looks like this. Talking about Bohr-Rutherford diagram. And we also talk about the reason why you have ions, okay? Metals want to lose electrons, non-metals want to gain electrons. If you gain electrons, it means you're more negative, so you become a negative ion. And if you have lost electrons, you are positive. The names for positive charge is cation, negative charge ions is anions. Okay. I could also ask you in terms of drawing Bohr-Rutherford diagram of specific ions. Okay, so make sure you're able to do that. You should have this note in your note. And if you were absent that day, pause the video and copy things down. Questions so far? Okay. Let's see what else.
Will we have to like define what is an ion or like?
Maybe. And the main emphasis of this test or this short test is names to formulas and formulas to names. So for most of the topics here, we have done that for the last few lessons. I will strongly encourage you, if you look back in the last number on this unit planner, you will see links to various YouTube videos that I have created. So make sure you look over that. And as I said in class, to study on these kind of things, in physics and no, in chemistry and also physics too, you just have to do a lot of practice questions, okay? So make sure you do that. Today is Wednesday. The quiz, or not quiz, the short test is on Friday, which means tomorrow I will go over some of the questions that I am assigning it to you guys now. Okay, I'm going to give you guys some practice question now, specifically on naming nomenclatures and whatnot. Okay. I will also give out your textbook. As you know, there's a big pile over there. I'm also going to be giving you guys textbook, and on certain section of the textbook, we'll have good review on atomic structures. All right. Any questions? No? Okay. So can you guys take out your, can you guys take this out? Okay, I just gave it to you guys yesterday for the asset naming part. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys review and practice questions based on here. Okay. I must stop the video. Is this related to the test?